All right, Texas border towns getting a helping hand from the Sunshine State as they continue to grapple with the fallout of President Biden's policies.
Governor Ron DeSantis set to dispatch more than 1,100 assets to the Lone Star State to help secure the southern border.
This includes law enforcement officers, National Guard soldiers, emergency personnel, drones, and even airboats. All going to Texas from Florida. Speaking of Florida, a congressman from Florida, Byron Donalds, joins us right now from our nation's capital. Congressman, good morning to you.
How you doing?
We're doing okay. So why is it important that Florida help Texas?
Well, frankly, it's important because the fact that Joe Biden and his administration is just delusional when it comes to border policy, ignoring the realities. It's incumbent on not just Florida, but every state to step up and help Texas and the border states, because this calamity that's happening affects us all. And, you know, look, the president, unfortunately, the Supreme Court years ago from the Arizona case gave the president what's called plenary power with respect to the border. And the downside of that is that when you have somebody who's so reckless like Joe Biden and frankly just ignores federal law, it requires governors to step up and do the job when he simply will not.
Congressman, the president yesterday said it's getting better, not as bad as you thought. We only got 5,000 people instead of 10,000 coming across. Is it getting better?
No, it's not getting better. What's actually happening is people are being funneled into the entry points and they're being processed there. So if you're the drug cartels, what difference does it make if they're processed, you know, at some dirt road area crossing the Rio Grande, or they go through an actual checkpoint of our border? Joe Biden's doing the same thing, whether you come through a normal checkpoint or you cross illegally. And he is doing a massive processing of asylum claims for migrants at the southern border. So, no, it's not getting better. And if you actually talk to the mayors on the border towns and, of course, the border states, they will tell you that they're being overwhelmed. And now that's even happening in New York and Chicago. They're claiming about being overwhelmed. Nobody's getting better, but it's because of his reckless asylum policies at our southern border.
Well, let's talk about the debt ceiling. McCarthy, Biden, that's being said that they're closer to a deal maybe by the end of the week. What's your reaction?
Listen, until somebody comes out with details, my reaction remains the same. House Republicans, we've been doing our work. We sat down as members. You know, we didn't really rely on staff, although staff was in the room. They did a lot of the computations for us. But we sat down and we went through the process of doing this for a couple months. Joe Biden's done nothing. Now he dispatches Shalanda Young to go negotiate. Like, this is ridiculous. And unfortunately, the country suffers yet again because we have a president of the United States who does not take these issues seriously until they blow up in his face.
Well, you know, and we've heard that we could go broke by June 1st. Here's the Speaker and the leader of the Senate on where we are right now.
It is possible to get a deal by the end of the week. It's not that difficult to get to an agreement. It's unfortunate we are where we are, but the good thing about it is Republicans always look to find a solution.
Default is just the worst alternative, and having a bipartisan bill in both chambers is the only way we're going to avoid default.
Congressman, congratulations, because Joe Biden said, I'm not going to negotiate, but now he's negotiating.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's a good, I guess, political win for us. But the country is still in a lurch because of their recklessness. And look, I'm going to take what Chuck Schumer just said. Yeah, it's going to take a bipartisan solution because Democrats control the Senate. So, Chuck, where's your plan? What you been doing the last 100 days? The truth is, America, Chuck Schumer's done nothing. Joe Biden has done nothing. And they've put us in this calamity of their own making. And I have to always remind people, Joe Biden could have raised the debt ceiling when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker. They spent $1.7 trillion in that omnibus package on Christmas Eve. They could have done it then. They didn't. They wanted to create a political crisis and an economic crisis. And unfortunately, House Republicans are the only adults in the room. But we're going to find a way to get this done.
Now it's the president and Kevin McCarthy with the staffs. Out is Hakeem Jeffries and out is Senator Schumer. So it's going to be interesting. Congressman, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Have a great day.